Hi all, a warm welcome to all the participants for the 3-day Python Kickstart program organized by Sedlearn, a leader in data science and AI training. I'm Madhuri and I will be hosting you throughout the program. And let me remind you that attendance is must for all the 3 days to await your certificates. This is just to encourage the seriousness among the participants. As you all know, it is literally impossible to teach Python in 3 days. However, this is an attempt from our end to offer you an overview of Python and make you ready to explore various career opportunities as Python developers, data analysts, or as data scientists. During the session, please ensure to keep your audios muted. While the trainer would be busy with the session, you guys could type your queries in the chat box and I would be monitoring them. We will try to answer all your queries at the end of the session or send you replies in the WhatsApp group. However, you could also write us at hello@sedlearn.com. We will see your queries related to programs or courses or career opportunities that you have. You could write to us and we will be happy to answer your queries. And post session, you will receive assignments to your registered email IDs and also to the WhatsApp group, which is expected to be submitted to hello@sedlearn.com before the next session, that is tomorrow. Also, top performers in the assignments will be rewarded with gifts and scholarships. And now, let me introduce the trainer of today's program, Mr. Suresh Kadari, an AI practitioner with 2 decades of experience in India, UK, and Middle East. He is passionate about innovation and technology and a disruptor in the field of education and AI applications. And so, without any further ado, I would like to welcome the trainer, Mr. Suresh Kadari, to start the session. All right, sir, with due respect, the floor is all yours.
Thanks, Madhavi. Can you confirm that you could hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you. Yes, we can
Okay,
hear
good,
you.
good. Any one of the participants, could you confirm that you can hear me, please?
Yeah, I can hear
Can
you,
you
sir.
Anyone?
guys?
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Srinivas. Okay, so we got a challenge in front of us, and thanks for registering for this program. And we got overwhelming response from all over the world. I can say I handled a couple of queries, and I can see that we got people from all over the world or learners from all over the world. That's good to know. And punctuality is key. So we started right at 6 o'clock here in the IST Indian Standard Time. However, we'll give 2-3 minutes for the people who may be in the transit or somewhere to catch up. Meanwhile, I have my agenda over here. It is literally, as Madhuri said, literally impossible to teach Python in 3 hours. For that matter, in the YouTube, you will find Python in 1 hour, Python in 3 hours. But if you are serious about learning Python, it cannot be done in 3 hours, per se 3 days. But I want to give you overview. What is Python? If you are scared about, most of the students, whenever they write to us, so we are an IT company and also we are into training. So most of the students, whenever they write, I'm from this background or I lost touch with programming and coding. Do you think that I can do it? Then always my answer is, if you have logical thinking, that's it, you can do it. Okay, Python is one of the beautiful and syntax friendly, very easy programming language. In case you can't learn Python, maybe, I don't think, I'm not degrading, but I will say that it's hard to learn any programming language. So Python is so simple. Okay, so I will try to justify in 3 days. As I again repeating, within 3 days, it will be hard for me to teach a programming language so powerful, so versatile like Python. Okay, so this is me, and you could anytime ask questions, but once I'm on the flow, I will go with the presentations, and in between we have some pop-ups where we take the poll. Poll is nothing but some questions about whatever we said. So keep writing your notes, and moreover, if you have your IDE or Python or Java, whatever Anaconda you have already installed, keep it up. When I'm coding or when I'm showing the code, you can carry on. I will be in a flow. If I'm too fast for you, please comment in that. My colleagues will get back to me. Okay, that's the challenge I'm taking, and hope you will travel with me. All the 3 days are mandatory. I have my key points to tell you. All the 3 days are mandatory here. If you miss one day, you won't get the link for other day. That's how we structured the page what you are going through. And please log in from your laptop if you are doing it. Unless you don't have a laptop, I don't mind. But if you have a laptop, log in from there, because you can see my code properly and you can code along with me. And we will give you the code assignment. So we will make sure that you will learn that. Yeah, one way, nothing comes free in this world. Do you believe that anything can come free in this world? No. Then why are we doing this free Python? So one way of giving back, and second way is, if you can like us on social media platforms, okay, and Sedlearn is our social media handle. If you like us and follow us, then we will be keep on coming with next one would be, I want to talk about regression. Regression is a beautiful thing in machine learning. And one more thing is web scraping. I'm going to talk in detail. So some programs we are planning. So you will get links or on your top of the box whenever we are posting something, it will appear. So like us, that way you can repay us. And finally, then we have, yeah, if you have any online training requirement, you can always talk to our marketing guys. They will be thing. So I will be your mentor. And next 3 days, let's have some fun with Python programming. We have 29 participants and so 4 minutes more before I turn on my computer, PowerPoint, and share all those things. Meanwhile, if you have any queries regarding the program, how it goes, or you want to understand what you should do, because it is human nature to have queries, so you can ask me now. Okay, or you can chat later. But if you have any queries before I start, please let me know. Anyone? Any queries? We'll proceed. And okay, let me start with share my screen. Okay, desktop one. I'm showing my entire thing, and also I will load this. Say I'm using Mac over here. So my few things, it's not that everything, but few things will be different in Mac, and a few things will be different in others computers. So saying that, okay, try to, okay, somebody already chatted. Can I use ONL compiler? Yeah, for that matter, you can do if it's supporting Python. I personally never used ONL, but if it is supporting Python shell, it's okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter whichever you're using. Okay, so the IDEs, whatever we talk about, integrated developing and environments, they're all supporting Python. So you can use anything for that matter. Huh? So I don't have personal preference. Okay, I have personal preference, but I don't recommend anything as such. Okay, this is not to promote something. I told you our motto, so that in the social media you guys will like us. That is the only thing I expect you to pay back. Okay, so okay, I will again request in between, if you lose me, then please voice out. Okay, can any one of the participants confirm that you can see my screen, please?
Yes, we can see.
Yes, visible, sir.
Yeah, thanks for Satya. And okay, so this is what 3 days. Let's start the journey. Every day 6 o'clock sharp Indian time, we will meet. My friends from Ghana and Indonesia, you guys need to figure out. Okay, GMT plus 5.5 is what India is. So this is 90-day program. Okay, let's go. So today is day 1, Python, getting started with Python. I will give you introduction and history and so on and so forth. Okay, what is Python? When we talk about Python, it is a very intriguing name, like Python. So it is nothing but a high-level programming language. It's an object-oriented, high-level programming language. What does it mean by high-level programming language? The language we use, so that it is a foreign language for me, but the language I use is a high language. It is a human used language. Okay, it could be English or any further language. So it is a high-level language which is used between humans. But when you go to computer, there is something called machine level or low level language. So Python understands high level language. That is why we call it high level language. Pinterest and Quora, Google, and then Facebook for that matter, they used Python for their applications. I just want to state one statement, that Python is so powerful. Anybody can develop beautiful applications, and those big giants are using Python as they're developing. Used by tech and non-tech, as I said, anybody can learn Python. If you can't learn, sorry to say, don't get into IT field because it is so simple. Okay, then Python is friendly and easy to learn. That's what I keep on saying, and it is used for software development, machine learning, data analytics, web scraping, system level scripting, and complex mathematics. All these areas we use Python. So wherever you want to go, whatever you target for this attending this course, you can do achieve with Python. Python is so versatile and so flexible in nature. Okay, so there goes Van Rossum. He's a Dutch national, and he developed Python while working with C language and shell script. He wanted to create some alternate thing, and he released it in 1991. And the current version is 3.x, and we also use Python 2.x in some old systems or legacy products used in developing popular applications. That's what we did. The name Python is, as I said, it's intriguing. He liked Monty Python Flying Circus UK BBC series in 1970s. From that, he picked the name called Python and gave it. It's nothing more than that. Some stories go around, but this is the story which I like, and everybody, most of them confirmed. It's unique, mysterious, and fun name. Let's use that. Then there is algol programming, okay, and then there is John McCarthy functional programming. These are two types of programming, and here Fortran or C language, C++, Python, they fall under one segment. And functional programming and function to machine code, they come John McCarthy and those kind of guys in 1950s when they coined machine learning or AI terms. They used it. So we need to remember that Python could be used for basic syntax, coding. You keep on coding. The more you code, the more you learn. You can use it for solving various typical daily life problems using Python. Discuss concepts, teach each other. That's why you can explore. You have some things you can share with us, and we will use. And Python, why it became so popular when other programming languages are available? Python became popular because of libraries and frameworks it got. So it has so much support from the libraries. That's what made Python very popular and powerful. Until whatever I teach, those are all basic Python. The more libraries you are adding, the more frameworks you are adding, it becomes more powerful. And this is one of the go-to programming language for machine learning. That's one of the reasons. Open source, contribute. That's what we can talk about. And then there are no shortcuts. You need to keep practicing. Then everybody asks why Python is going so popular these days. So Python is going popular. See, if you see the top 5, suppose for that matter, Python is not on the top, but still it is occupying the place 3. Okay, third position it is occupying. And still we say that Python is going to beat everyone. Why? If you see the other 2, okay, they are into minus. They're coming down. But Python is going positive, it's going up. So there is a positive change, there are native changes. All the legacy products, I won't say that it will beat Java. Java is beautiful and C is beautiful, and they got their own advantages. But me, as an avalanchist of Python, I will say that it is going in the positive side. Okay, it is always staying on the top 5. So you can bank on Python for the next 1 decade. That's what I can say. Okay, the more machine learning, more data science is picking up, and now Python is going. That entire world, only 40% or 50% is properly connected to internet. So that means the usage of applications, data science, and AI is still is growing, and it will grow in future. When machine learning will grow, AI applications are going to grow. Then Python is also poised to grow. That's what my point of saying that. And then why Python? Because less coding to accomplish, works on all operating systems, simple yet powerful, no worry about memory management, libraries, and third-party support, front end, all these are advantages. Okay, and popularity is simplicity and versatility. That's what we say. And there are some limitations, as any good thing has limitation. But as I'm speaking, somebody may be working on those limitations to cover them. Cannot be used at system level. Not good at developing cross-platform at all cross-platform tools. Not as fast, as resource-driven as others. Okay, so then what is machine learning? We kept on hearing about machine learning and Python. They go in sync with. What is machine machine learning. If you ask me machine learning, I can say one statement like machine learning is all about teaching machines to learn from the data without explicitly programming. What does it mean? Machines learn just like you and I. They are learning from the data. We learn from experience. The experience, if you touch a fire, it burns. That is my experience, a data imprinted in my mind. So in here, machines just take the data, simplicity, Excel format. Okay, all the data they take and learn from it. There are two types of programming in this world. One is logic-based programming. One is learning-based programming. This is how a layman kind of terms you can use. In the logic-based programming, everything you will envisage and everything you will code as a logic. If this happens, that happens. It's a logical based approach. In the learning based approach, you give the data like a human and the data we look at, this is what it means. So that is a learning based system. So data science, AI, all are learning based systems, whereas JavaScript and whatever you see applications and all, they are logic based systems. In the logic based systems, the accuracy, if you do good, always 100%. In the learning based systems, the accuracy, if you do good, will be somewhere 80 to 90%. But it can improve. It can never be 100% because it's a learning based system. The more data you feed, the learning will be high and the algorithm develops its own logic. Okay, that is the key. Here, you are creating the logic, and in the learning based system, algorithm creates its own logic. Okay, and the accuracy improves over time when you keep on giving data. So this is it all about learning based systems and logic based systems. So when we talked about machine learning is heart of data science and deep learning, or artificial intelligence for that matter. It's a umbrella term. So when we talk about machine learning, what is powering machine learning these days? Okay, Python. The go-to programming language is Python, because when you open your computer, either you need an application or a programming language. Application, specific job, programming language, you make computer what you want to do. So Python is the best, okay, for machine learning. Okay, that what about C, Java, C++, and Java, or other things? Yeah, you can use them, but Python, say, it is very popular and my personal choice. So I am leaning a bit towards Python. Okay. Then Python rocks, and I will say that go all guns and learn Python. Okay. And as you know, Python, you can take web technologies and go towards development also. Python developer you can be, or you can go Python, machine learning, data science, deep learning, and so on. So those things. Okay. Do remember that it is easy to learn. All you need is tech and non-tech guys can use. Leave your safety and start coding. So the community is vast and everybody tries to help you. That's where you should go on. Okay, you can ask the open source community and they will give you. Like me, I'm just sharing the knowledge, right? So Python is like that. Somebody taught me and I'm teaching you back. Okay, integrated development environment. So when you are trying to develop an application, what you are trying to do, you're creating a solution. Actually, there is a business problem. I can't talk to people all over the world. Let me build an application called Facebook. Okay, I want to chat instantly and send my files and all. Let me build an application called WhatsApp. Okay, so there is a problem and you are solving using a software application. So application development, you need support. What we do, you need an integrated development environment. That's what it means to say. What is Mahesh, can you switch? Okay, thanks Mahesh. Okay, so what am I going to do? What I'm going to develop an application. So that's why we call it as integrated development environment. So you can do code, translate, debug, execute, document, everything you do in this IDE. That is what we are going to use. There are numerous IDEs. One of the things we can use. Python gives its own IDE, which we call it as IDLE, where learning is also included. Because Python, when they're giving language to you, they want to support you. That's why it is called IDLE. Okay, so learning environment, and here it is a development environment. That is like a bicycle with support, and this is like on your own you're riding. That's it, all out. And Python idle or IDLE, what we call. So Python idle, you will have all these things. Okay, so it is a development and learning environment, code, debug, and everything you do. 100% Python environment. TK Inter is what they use. Cross-platform performance. You say better interactive design, multi-window text editing, all those things, whatever I'm showing here, can be done over IDLE. That is called Python IDLE. So I'm a bit rushing here. Hope you guys are fine. You're not making any noise. Either you ran away or you're good there. Okay, so I want to take you quickly to programming side. That's what makes me more fun. Okay, so it can use on all the operating systems, the popular I'm showing here, and beauty is it is an inbuilt programming language for these Mac or Windows for that matter. I'm a Windows, it's not a supporter, but I'm a user Windows supporter. I love Windows. Sorry, Apple. So Windows previously I used to use, but once I migrated to Apple, it is good. So this is what you will look like when I'm talking about. I talk about terminal. For you, maybe command prompt. So when you go there, don't worry. We are talking about both the same. Whatever whatever I use the code and all, you could use both on terminal or command prompt. Saying that, I will see whenever you are creating at the command prompt, we can do single line execution and also multiple line. But command prompt, you can do single line. However, when we are talking about files, okay, so Python always takes .py as extension. So if you have a Python file, .py is your extension. So you can save as a file and run. That is what we are going to learn in a short while. So either you can go to command prompt and work there, or go to a IDLE or a notebook and then type it there, save it as test.py. All you need is py extension, and you can run like that. Okay, so that is one thing. Other environments are there. Jupyter Notebook, yes, this is the best thing whenever you are learning. I won't say that other IDEs are not good, but this is very good for me to teach, because I can go cell-wise and execute cell-wise and then all put together. That is good. So it supports Julia, Python, and R. That's why the name came as Jupyter. So that is what Julia, Python, R, Jupyter, and then it is predecessor is IPython Notebook. We love it whenever we are training students. It is good, and I will be using it throughout the training program, just for the convenience sake, not that I don't like other things. Okay, so open source interactive web application, you can go online and do it. Then Spider, one more favorite of mine. It's a scientific development environment. When you want to, you have entire code. Once you want to execute, you can edit, interact, and debug. But it's at the execution level. IDE, I use that. Okay, so these two I frequently use. Okay, before I go to poll, I will quickly show you how I do. See, if you are a Mac user, there I am, terminal there. Okay, so my terminal shows right there. Is it fine, guys? Okay, how to let it go? I want it to go away. Yeah, sorry guys, that's sometimes when you don't want. So I'm at my terminal, and if I say 2 plus 3, it won't work. The command not found. So I'm not at Python shell. So what I will do, Python 2. Yeah, so warning, Python 2x is not recommended, but it is there. Okay, okay, or I can go with Python 3. It is there. 3.x, the latest one is already installed, which I can use. So you should be careful with either using Python 2 or Python 3, because legacy products, legacy applications and all run on Python 2, and lately we are using Python 3. So now I gone to Python shell. Now if I plus 2 plus 3 here, it did a magic. Can you see, guys? I hope it makes sense. Okay, so now it is giving 2 plus 3 equal to 5. So I am in the shell. Initial, when I did it, it is not accepting. So suppose I'm going to teach you in a while. RIT, and then I there. Okay, I run it. It prints. So single line commands, all those things, multiple line commands, I can use right here. This is all I'm going to talk about terminal, because it takes a lot of time. But I just want to show that you go to terminal or your Windows, what you call, command prompt, and then you can go to Python. You can do Python space -- version. You will get Python version. You can check and be careful to use Python 3, because I assume that you want to learn. So this is how you go with the terminal. I will stop there. and I promised you that I will show you my idle. This is my idle. Okay, I can go here, create a new file. This is my text editor. See, this is my beautiful text editor. Same command I will do there. Okay, then okay, now I'm ready to run. I run the module. Okay, it's saying that I need to save it. Okay, I will save it. Where should I save? Okay, I will go to my documents, and then okay, Setline sessions, 3-day and day one test. Okay, something. Okay, I'm fancying that. See, and it restarted and it executed there. Okay, if I add one more print, okay, Python, just like that. Okay, and then if I save it, or if I try to run, it will, of course, it will ask me, and it is running. See, I can do multiple multi-line coding. This is what I'm going to talk about in future. Okay, this is how you are going to execute in idle multiple line programming. So this is very easy for you to understand. Now when I save the file, I can go to this file. You see, day one test by one. I can go anywhere and execute that, or I can go onto my terminal, cd dot dot whatever back, and then cd oblique, all those things. I go to the particular location and I execute that file. Okay, so I will show you just like that. If I go here, I am already here, and then Python test. If I run it, multiple things, that's where it is already there. Okay, so I can get the file right there. So that is all, guys, you need to know, or I want to tell. So next, it's time for our first poll, and my colleague will launch a poll. It is to see whether you're active or not, alive or not, and to me understand how much you picked up from whatever I taught you. Okay, guys, and my colleague will launch a poll right away. Madhvi, it's all yours. And it will take not more than 1 minute, 2 minutes, I believe. 4 questions. I say just answer, and then we'll carry on with the next topic. So keywords. Okay, when you say it's keyword, okay. Again, any one of you can confirm that you can see my screen, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Thanks, guys. Okay, so keywords, the word keywords, that means there are reserved words. Okay, so when I say keywords, they have special meaning and purpose. No, it sounds like that, right? So Python has reserved words. There are 35 keywords. You should not use as variable name, and they are the primary building blocks that would be used when you are coding a Python. So I got this from my shelf. This is, so you see here, Python 3.8, 3.x. That was last version. 3.9 is current version. And at the shell, you go to help and type keywords. You will get all the keywords right there. Okay. So if you want to know what is continue, you at the help you type continue. Then it will talk about continue and all. So with me, without me, you can help yourself. What is continue? What is if? What is import? What is lambda? You can learn. This is what Python trying to help you at the learning part, L part of the idle. So you can explore the keywords on your own, but only key point is don't use these keywords as variable names or anywhere. You don't have liberty to use these keywords. They are reserved for Python. When I say a parking spot is reserved for some personnel or certain group, you're not supposed to use. So Python explicitly saying that 35 keywords, please leave it to me, and rest of the world is yours. Okay, we got plenty of the world to cover, so don't go into Python's world. Those 35, let's leave them. So what is an identifier? If I say identifier, a person, initially when I call a person, I see a person, I need to call a person. So the basic identifier is a name. So identifiers in Python, signifies something, name of a variable, function, etc. It's a combination of characters, digits, underscore, creates a unique name. That means whatever your name is, my name is Suresh, and it makes me, there will be 100 Suresh around, but when you call Suresh in this group, I will look at you. That means it's an identifier. Okay. Along with that, I have certain other characteristics which we'll talk about later. My height, my weight, my age, my qualification, my whatever. These are my whole characteristics builds me as an individual uniqueness. Okay, so for that matter, right now we are talking about identifiers, variables, functions, and such things. Whatever you have, you should be careful about giving an identifier. Suppose you are taking employee name. If you say employee name, it's too long, or you can't say just name. So what we do is emp underscore name. So that defines that, okay, it's employee name. Okay, so when you are using, you can use characters from A to Z capital or A to Z small letters and digits 0 to 9, and add underscore to make it unique. It is your own style. So no digits at the beginning, no special characters, reserved words cannot be used, or you cannot use even underscore at the beginning. So valid and invalid. Okay, so this way you can proceed and use your you can create your own identifiers, and here is our invalid for that matter. Okay, for and if you can't use special characters, you can't start with a underscore. That's it. Apart from that, leave this and you can do anything with Python. Okay, and limit to 79 characters. If you are creating a variable or function name with 79 characters, okay, kudos to you, good luck. Okay, so limit that to 79. That's what I need to tell you, and you need to hear, but always keep it short. emp name, employee name, okay, stu underscore id, okay, or stu underscore marks. That is my kind of style. You can prepare your own style, I don't mind that. So but if you are interested in knowing that, sir, I have something one identifier in my mind, can I use it? Ask Python keyword. Okay, is it a keyword? And use that your whatever identifier, and it will tell you whether you can use or not. Or you could also use test that keyword is identifier method, and it will tell you. Okay guys, so moving on, best naming practices. You make it simple, relevant, avoid special characters, use lowercase as a first character. These are best practices used by so-called experts. It's up to you. You could be expert. You can create a new best practices. Okay, so anyway, it's up to you. I won't say that we are using, that's why you need to use. You can be your own star. And private identifier starts name with underscore. That's why don't use anything underscore starting, because those are private identifiers. Okay, now the beautiful concept called variables. Some of my students are here in the group, I believe. So this is one of the topic I play around and the students enjoy. Hopefully you guys will also enjoy. So we understood what is an identifier. So where are we going to use identifier? Of course, we are going to create variables. When we are going to create variables, suppose A, which is not a good coding practice, you can use A as a variable name, but as I said, not a good coding practice. So, but simplicity A, I want to assign A with some value. So this is called assignment. What is that making it happen? This is an assignment. That's why we call it as a assignment operator. So I have a value, I have a variable, and I have an assignment operator. This operator making it possible that triple file belongs to A. Actually, what's happening is, what is a variable? Variable, it is nothing but a container that holds value or information in it. That's it. Okay. So this is the container. This is my variable. All the variables, all the containers, be it salt, sugar, or whatever it is, it should have some label, right? So I will give a label or identifier called, A. So mine is a container called A, and it is holding salt, sugar, like that. It is holding numerical value called 555. It could be my name altogether. Okay, so this is how a container holds information, and it's a variable name, and the data, whatever value, we call it as a data. Okay, so what happens in Python, whenever you are creating a variable, which invariably you say that A equal to 555, then it is assigning a memory location and storing the value. Suppose I have student age and 18 is the student age, and it is giving me memory location of that. And if first suppose you have student marks, which are also 18 marks, so then Python, as effective resource management, it won't create a new, but the same ID value it shares with both the variables. So that is how Python is more effective. Variable identifier principles should be followed. That's what we are talked about. So this is like, anybody asks, what is a variable? Variable is a container that holds data or value or information. That's it, simple. And in Python, you go with the identifier, that is the memory location. That's it, guys. Okay, so these are two different variables holding the same value. So Python assigns the same identification. Moving on. Okay, I will clear that. So variable, Python does not require variable declaration. create just before using it. That means you don't need, in C language, we say that int, if somebody knows C language, what you will do, int integer a equal to 555. This is how we, I know I'm too lazy, I will stop there. So integer a equal to 55, okay, 55. So this is how I need to define in C or other languages and all. But in Python, because they know that you are all interested in coding rather than syntax or this etiquettes, so they say don't even declare what is that. You just say a equal to 55, and Python will understand that, oh, you're talking about integer for that variable name identifier called a. So that powerful Python is at simple. You see, that is why we all love Python. By the time the course completes, I'll psych you saying that Python is great, Python is easy. Okay, create just before using, follow identifier rules. I mentioned it. You must follow identifier rules, and Python is case sensitive, meaning a equal to 5 is different from a equal to, okay, sorry, I'm bad at drawing, 10. This is different, this is different, case sensitivity, guys. And now we talk about, oh, sorry, variable has a data type. We talked about, right? When I say my name, okay, you expect a string. If I say my name as 20, oh, what is that? Okay, I expected a string. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Data type variables have data types. We'll learn in a while. What is data type? Data type means anything that you signify that data as a numeric value, float value, string, character. That is what, okay, how you identify. Python has everything in Python is object, a variable is object, function is object. So we do have data types are classes and variables are the instances. So you say in integer or you say float, that is a class, and one variable you are creating out of that class is an object. You're getting it right? Vehicle is a class, okay, and the object is a car. Vehicle is class, object is car. Okay, that's how you remember. And then no variable declaration in Python. You don't need to declare straight away. Go ahead and say a equal to 5 or a equal to 5.2. Python will understand. That is so powerful. Determines data during the run time. Yes. Okay. Python uses interpreter. Every line it compares compiler, everything together, runs it. That is compiler, interpreter, line by line, it does it. So less memory, more memory, faster. Okay, less memory, slower. But every line by line, if you do a mistake here, it pops, boop, and then it says that correct that. Okay, compiler, interpreter. One more thing you learned. Okay, variables do not have data types. Its value gets a data type. Okay, so variables per se don't have data type. The value defines a data type. Remember that interview question. And then comes the data types, beautiful data type, numeric. This is what we use. Left and right, my age. Okay, how much I paid, $2.99. That is float and complex, and it is imaginary as a it has a variable 2 plus 4j imaginary component is there. That is used in physics mostly optics and all you use. It goes into complex mathematics. We won't be using per se this year. Then Boolean, it's a Boolean is always two states, true or false. Okay, sometimes you say is a greater than b, yes or no, true or false. That's it. So if there's two state Boolean, remember like that. Sequence, group, multiple elements, multiple items, sequence together. What is sequence? If you are playing cards, you have a sequence of cards. That means a group of cards. That's how you remember. Sequence means group. Okay, so you could be list, tuple, or tuple, whatever you like to say, string, range. These are all sequences. Okay, then comes mapping, dictionary. Mapping means this and that. You need two coordinates to map, longitude, latitude. That makes India or Ghana for that matter. So that's how we are talking about dictionary. Okay, then comes a set. Set is we learned in in the earlier years of learning, school ages. We learned what is a set, no duplicates, mutable. All those things we'll discuss in a while, but pretty fast. So try to catch up. You blink, you miss a screen. Okay, guys. So we have, let's focus on numeric and Boolean more, and sequence and all I'll teach you later. My guys are taking rest in the background and making me do everything here. Okay. So how do I need to create the other poll? Okay, poll 2. Day 1, poll 2. Yeah, I can do it. Good. So we have data type essentials. Okay, we talked about data, different types of data, and what we need to know. So these are data structures. Okay, these are data structures that are used in Python. Okay, beautiful guys, this is serious. Okay, so we need to be careful. Before that, okay, before that, what I would do is I will launch my Anaconda. Okay, you're watching, right? I'm just clicking on Anaconda and okay, to TikTok. Mine is the system, but it is Anaconda is heavy loaded. Okay, I'm launching my Jupyter notebook. It's launching there. Okay, shell. So the Mac command it's working upon, and I will get my there. I got it. So what I want to do is some coding. Some of you guys are here for coding, so I will go there. I'll go there, and there, and day one, I got that there. Okay, so fine. You move there. Okay, let's take more time. Maybe my net is slow. Okay, good. So today I'm going to teach you some comments. Okay, hopefully you will enjoy that. So the coding time. Before that, what is Jupyter? You know, I told you it's a web interface. You can do. I can create a new notebook, Python 3, just like that. Okay, Python is here. I can go here and print same thing. Hi there. Okay, and I can run there, and it is output is. So this is a cell level. I can code and I can do whatever I want, and then okay, this move on. So if I created something like that, even I can execute a HTML code right here. I did that, and then I can even code, write comments, and also it is like a textbook. At the same time, I can comment. I can paste images. I will show you a couple of images what I have pasted there. So this is beautiful. You will fall in love with Jupyter Notebook, if not hard-hearted. Okay, so then this is a comment. Because why it is comment? I want to sometimes talk to my program. I want to remember when I'm coding, I want to say that, okay, this is a comment, or this is what I want to do. And when I come back after 2 days, I know what I'm doing. Or as a best coding practice, when I code, I give to someone else. When I'm giving to someone else, that gentleman or a lady should know what I'm doing or what I intend to do. Okay, that's where comments are widely used. So comments are not executable. Okay, so if I'm running it, it is not executable. Okay, before that, let me take you through a Jupyter notebook. You can create a new one or open existing one, make a copy of this file or save as, rename, blah, blah, all those things you can do. You can edit, cut, copy, paste kind of things, move cells up and down, or view and then insert cell above, cell below. This is called cell. This one thing called cell, whatever I highlighted is a cell. And then I can run all the cells, few cells, selected above, selected below, all those things, or I can clear the output, all outputs clear. I can do that. I did just now. And then kernel, I can start, restart, shut down, all those things I can do. So there are different types of cells. One is code window. This is a code window. This is markdown, and all I can do. Rest of things you don't need to know. It's a heading. This is a heading window. Okay, so you can do heading, markdown. Under markdown, you can run kind of thing. See, if I execute it, it runs. So this is saving, adding a new cell right there. Okay, and then cut the cell or copy the cell, paste the cell. All those things I can do. I can move this cell down or up, or I can run the cell. This is what you need to do. If I'm stuck somewhere, I can stop it. Okay, execute. This is all you need to know right now. Okay, one thing before I go, there are so many edit shortcuts. You can go and do that. One shortcut I always use is, you won't see my mouse moving around. I just go here, hands free, shift enter, that runs. You're getting it, right? So that is how I do that. So this is a print statement. What is a print statement? That is an output statement. So the print shows on the screen. When I'm saying that, hey, print as a function, you take the input, whatever I'm giving in the codes, and show on the screen. So I'm throwing that on the screen. That is called print statement. Okay, that's a print function. Okay, so this is anything in Python, anything that starts within the brackets, having the brackets, it is a function. And here print is a function, default function. We'll revisit default function, and anything you give within the brackets and the quotes, it will do it. Okay, that is how. Or you can this work? Can this work? Yeah. So that means when you're doing the strings or any lengthy text, you give quotes. If it is just some numeric values operations, you can do. So print is very powerful. So we learned print, we learned comments. And if you want to assign value, assigning age, we talked about variables, how you can assign variable, just saying that student age is 18 years and student name is Aryan. That's how you do that. And print student age. If I run it again, I go here for your sake, run it. What happening? First it will come here. This is a comment, no execution. Comments are not executed. When it comes here, student age is 18. It will take as integer because I'm using integer. So it is auto, data type is auto detected over here. And here it takes as Aryan as a name. Here again, I'm using a comment for my understanding, so it won't execute. If I don't do that, it will give an error. So I must do that and then execute. Okay. So now I want to say, oh, I forgot, I did not print the student name. I will go there and do that stu_name, because now when I'm saving that value in the student age, this is the variable I'm going to play around. Okay. So I just printed and executed. It is coming. Okay. Run this and it will come. So multi-line comment, you see in the single line comment here, multi-line comment, how we do it. Method 1, you give for each line, give a pound or asterisk symbol, or you do that using 3 quotes. You use 3 quotes, it becomes multi-line. Okay, guys. So that's what I'm going to run that. No execution. Run that. It did not run that, but it executed that statement. Okay, done. So then statements. This is beautiful thing in Python. One line you execute, that is the executable command. You're telling computer what to do. Python, through Python, you're telling the machine to do whatever you want through Python. Okay, so compiler, it executes. So this is a statement. Stu name is equal to Aryan. That is a statement. It's executing. It's a variable and you're assigning value to that. So that is what I am doing here. So sometimes I just skip just for the sake. See, student name. I can also do a mathematical equation, mathematical operation, and then that value I can save in the variable, and that variable I'm printing here, because print function, whatever you throw, it will throw that on the screen. So see, I look at it, printed twice. Why? But I used only print command once. So Jupyter Notebook, sometimes you don't need to use only once, last execution. It will print. Just variable you can print, or you can do that. So if I do that once, it will print for the print. Second time, I'm just printing the variable. If I say, name, you will say your name, that kind of thing. I'm just saying the variable and it is printing. Okay. This is one feature of Jupyter Notebook. Don't worry, whenever I'm using directly variable, oh, where is the print statement? I'm using directing. Okay. So here, what I did, complex mathematics, I'm using BODMAS. You know what is BODMAS? BODMAS. If not, Google it, or we have other. So I can do this math and I can print. Power raising to the power of 2, 3 raising to the power of 2. You can do that and print there. Multi-line statement here. I can do student details, brackets, and I can give all the details into one variable. And if I print, I get it. So this is the power of Python. I can talk more about this, but guys, I don't have time. So Aryan and then 18 class 9, you can use this breaks, and then you can make it as a multi-line SMS. Okay, so this also runs, or you can use with a continuation character, that is slash. You can use comma, and even this runs. Okay, so when it is running, it will give a number. Number means it is running. Okay, now I will talk about a bit about print statement. Print, it is not only to say hi, hello there, how are you doing? No, not that. Print, you can do many things. Okay, so for that matter, you want to send a message. Yes, of course, it should be user interaction. User interaction, very important. So I always say hi, hello, and here is the input, here is the output. It is for the communication with the user interface. And then, okay, this I run it, it prints there. Or I have 2 statements, I want to separate them. So if you go back to here, print, it is separator. This is the entire print function. So it got multiple elements to that. Okay, so you have the object which you give separator and file and flush. So we will talk about these two things. Other things we don't have time. So what it means is you have two statements, hello and how are you, separated by a comma, and you want a separator to be inserted in between. So this is how you do it. Hello and how are you are two separate statements, and I can include a separator over there. Okay, good guys. And now if I have a variable called age, var underscore age, and it is 20, I want to say to the out person that average age is 20. So I can use the variable as part of the print, as part of the print function. So when I want to do that, I need to give my statement, which is the statement I want to talk to the user. Hey user, average age is, and I consider the variable, because variable, it may change anytime. It can become 40. Okay, it can become 60. As the variable changes, my statement changes. So you do mathematical equation. Suppose you are taking one variable a, one variable b, and you are doing some mathematical functions, and suddenly you are printing here. This is where you are using variable as part of the print function. That's all time I got. Okay, then I can also use format. Okay, it's a format option I can use, and I can simply say that hello, I am dash years old. Okay, so I'm using the variable hello, I am. When this, parenthesis, curly brackets comes, mustache bracket comes, it will give this over there. Okay, do we have any other variable? Okay, I will do some fun. Variable underscore id equal to some id, and even I can do that variable underscore id, and I could do that. I will spoil it, but still. Oh, I did not run this variable id. Okay, this one. See, because what mistake I did? I did not give within quotes. So it is saying that JKS. What is that JSKS? Okay, so it is a string. I must give there and then run this. So I use two variables in the format, and wherever I use this in the same order, they will be taken. That's all knowledge you will get today. Okay, input function. Sir, you are printing out. What about when you want to take input? Okay, that means you can seek input from the user. Printing is one way of throwing value onto the screen, but you can ask user for the input. That's what we are talking about, input function, which allows user input. Again, it is a built-in function. How you can call it a function? Any name followed by open and close parenthesis, that is called as a function. That's it. Okay, you see anything open closing function, print function, input function. So this one just throws a prompt. It got no other frills. Okay, so here the example, you see input, enter your name, then it will wait for user's input, it will give, and then we are going to. So let's start. So here what am I doing? I'm seeking input from the user, enter your name. Okay, there I did. And then suppose, okay, I give Ramya. Okay, then I enter hello Ramya. What's happening here? Now when I entered Ramya, that was taken into this X, and then X here printed as part of the print statement. Simple. That means now X is holding the value called Ramya, and Ramya I can use as a variable. Or if I do for fun sake 10, it will take it. Okay, now here you remember student age, and then I am seeking, hey, what is your age? This is what I run, and my age is 30, hopefully, and that I printed. So I just printed student age. But what is happening here? I gave a numeric value. It is saying it is string, because the type, I'm asking, what is the type of this variable? Can you define me what is the type of this variable? Okay, if I say what is the type of the car, it could be SUV, it could be dirt bike, it could be sedan kind of thing. What is this variable type? And it is saying that is a string. Okay, how can it be string? I use 30, which is a numeric thing. When I'm inputting numeric and you are saying string, how can you say it? Remember that whatever you give as an input, Python considers as a string. Okay, now I understood. So how can I come across? How can I circumvent that? So I can convert that string into numeric. That's for another day. So here you see, it is asking me to input name and age. Okay, name is Suresh, and 18. Okay, Suresh 18. Hello Suresh, you are 18 years old. That's what it is going to say. I'm printing independently and also as part of the print statement using the format. Guys, you got it? Great. Moving on. And I got two variables and loaded with inputs from the user. I want to check in what type of things. Those are all, both are strings. Okay. Data types. We talked about, okay, before that, let me switch to here and talk about bit about, lists and all. Okay. Let's finish it. Okay. Data types. So we talked about numerical, verbal. So it will be easy for you to understand. So when you're talking about data types, what did I tell you? 18 is an integer that we learned way back in school. 14.5, that is a float value. That means it's not 14, it is not 15. In between, it is floating. That's why we call it float. You remember like this. It is neither 14 nor 15. In between, it is floating. So 18.5 is a float value. This is the integer value. So temperature -4, it is a integer value. So these are all integer values. When you ask for the type, what is the type of my student age? It will say as integer. If I ask this 154.5 or -4.54, this goes as float. You're getting it right? So we saw Python remembers like you just give the value, it will figure out. What happens if I give, if I want to play around mathematical operations or apply mathematical operation on that, you can do that. A equal to 44, B equal to 6. I'm asking which one is bigger, A or B, greater. So here I'm talking about Boolean. As I said, which one is bigger? Is A greater than B? Only two states, true or false. So what we are going to talk is, I want to capture whatever the result is in a variable called bool_var. So, and I want to print what it, let's see. So is A less than B? No. So that no, false, is being caught in that bool variable, and I'm printing that. So whenever you want to say that is that true, go do this, false, do that. So that is how you use Boolean. It is very much required as a conditional statement. So guys, you can take it serious. And then now I have 18. Oh, sorry, it is I'm talking about not age but money. Oh, then how can I convert into float? That is the requirement is there. That means sometimes you need to convert integer into float, float value into integer, and so on and so forth. So here what am I doing is I have integer, age as integer, age 2 as float, age 3 as string, because I used quote. So let's run that. See, age 1 as integer. Here I am using it age 2. I'm converting that float value into integer by using integer method. You can see here, this is 19.5, it is a float, but before that I'm using integer. So what happened? This 0.5 is gone. Okay, that 0.5 is gone and it converted into integer. The float value converted integer and then saved there. So this float value converted into integer and saved there. So that's why you only got 19 here, and the string value of 22 got converted into integer and saved there. So it became 22 and an integer. So if you want to convert float to integer, you use int. Otherwise, you use float. Okay. So that's all I can tell you right now. And so here, suppose for your sake, I will just do that. If I need to stu_age 4, okay, and I want to convert that float of stu_age 1 and then print stu_age 4. Can anybody guess what will be that? What will be the output? If you guess, I will give you a gift.
18.0.
Very good. I can't connect voice to the name, but you great. That's it. Because it was 18. Now when it converts to float value, it becomes 18.0. That's it. Got it, guys? So float to integer, integer to float, then into string. You can play around that. Good luck. Then we have operators. What are these operators? Operator, any word called operator. What does operator do? operates something. You have a factory and you say somebody is operator. What he does or she does? Operates. Okay, what is operating? There will be something, you operate on something. Okay, in our world of arithmetic, we do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, exponentiation, and floor division. We have beautiful online content you can read and all, but I will make it simple. Addition, add two numbers. That's it. Subtraction, subtract this number, the right hand side from the left hand side. That's, you remember that. Okay, always subtracts, okay, this from that. Okay, there's something wrong here, copy paste error. And then multiplication, do multiplication. Multiplication is nothing but repetitive addition, so multiply these two numbers. Division, you divide, okay, numerator, denominator. Okay, 5 by 2, it is 5 divided by 2, it is 2.5. And modulus, it gives you the reminder. Okay, so if you try to divide 5 by 2, actually it is not divisible. One will be left over. That reminder we are interested in. So that is called 5 mod 2. It's a reminder. And exponentiation, you want to raise this value to the power of that. So 5 raised to the power of 2 is 25. You use double. See, single, it is multiplication. It becomes single means 5 into 2, 5 times 2 is 10. You use 2 times, it is raised to 25. Okay, floor division, it is just like that. How many times? So 2 2s are 4, 1 reminder. Reminder is here, floor division here. You're getting it? Very good. Moving on. So we can do all those arithmetic operations. Okay, it's a school job. You guys are now know that I can assign A equal to 14, B equal to 6, and I can, in the print statement itself, print function itself, right there, I can do math A plus B and print it. Okay. Now, or I can create a new variable which holds the value of A plus B and print it. So both are good. Okay. So I'm using operator. See, Jupyter Notebook, one more beauty part is everywhere you have color coding. This is good. This is good. If I do that, oh, there is something wrong. It was supposed to change color. That means I did wrong. Okay. Okay. If I use, okay, it is working. Maybe that. So it did not change color. So something wrong. Okay. So if you understand the color codes, you will know whether you are coding correct or not. Sometimes you look at that. If I say print E, oh, it was supposed to change green because it is how? No, you did something wrong. You're getting it right. Understand the color codes and half the job debugging is done right there. Subtraction, look at there. That's it I'm doing. So you guys are as good as me now. Okay. This thing results. Okay. We talk about, with the decimal point, you will get it. So we talked about floor division. That's it. This is the BODMAS I'm talking about. Brackets, first priority. So if you have multiple things like this, okay, the first priority will go to in this. Okay. You don't know where to start. Can you start from left to right? No. Right to left? No. So there is a logic for that. So what first thing is brackets, then order, then divide, multiply, add, subtract. So usually these are too easy. That's why we go first. So actually they come last. Okay. So anything in bracket, you need to first attempt. So the priority will go right here. Okay. I will execute them. Then what? Again, I have multiple symbols. Then, okay. Multiply. Then you multiply these two first. Okay. Oh, did I do wrong? Oh, sorry, I did wrong. Okay. Undo. So you need to divide first, then multiply, because D and then M. Okay. Divide and then multiply and then add and then subtract. Okay. This is what BODMAS. You remember BODMAS. I did not invent this, but I'm claiming. Okay. So assignment operator, it is like I'm assigning. Okay. I'm assigning you work. That's how you remember. I'm assigning you means A equal to 5. That means I'm assigning 5 to A. Okay. And at the same time, these are complex things. I can just add. If I say plus 2, it is like X equal to X plus 5. Okay. Not but thing. And I'm assigning. Whenever I'm doing, I'm assigning something to the variable. Okay. So here comes assignment operators. I'm doing right here. This is A equal to 6, 3 plus 2. All those things, you can assign these things. Whatever function I'm doing, I'm assigning to C. Here, what are operations I'm doing? I'm assigning. So here, compound operator. Here, what am I doing is I'm actually saying that I want to subtract 5 from 4. This is a compound operator. I don't have time to explain that, but you can do that too. It's a compound operators. So multiplication, you can use compound. Okay, for exponential, you can use compound. So this is like most of the coders, developers are lazy. So they can't write. This is actually, it is nothing but a equal to a minus 5. They don't want to write, so they made simplify. This both are same. Got it, guys? Don't worry. Okay, I'm not going to run that. Then strings. Yeah, before going there, okay, string. What did I tell you? String is nothing but a combination of characters. It is a group of characters. So my name formed when I take all the alphabetic characters and I group them, then my name comes up. So that is how I'm saying. Here we have name called Aryan and Ashrita and or students of same school. These are all group of characters. You see, group of characters. So when you bring the group of characters, okay, right there, can you see that? Okay, group of characters, that becomes a string. Okay, but remember, they're always a sequence, a group. Okay, remember that. They don't read as Aryan. It is, you should, in your mind, you should read as Aryan or Ashrita or students for that matter. That's how computer remembers. So when we are playing around, we are playing around individually. Okay, if I say this, do you still try to read that? No, that makes no sense for you. So that's how it should not make sense for you. You should read as SKJS, DG kind of thing. Okay, so for the name of understanding sake, I'm giving names, but that and this are same. For computer, both are gibberish, only a group of characters. Okay, so over here, if I'm doing that and then I'm printing, so I'm using shift enter. Okay, it did that, it executed. That's why I got the 47 number. Now I'll execute this. Yeah, it works. That means I'm strings. I'm creating strings using single quote. I'm using strings using double quote or 3 quotes when I go with multiple lines. So here, see, I want to go multiple line. I used a string and operator. Then what it happens is, it is a continuation is there. It will take as complete thing as one text. Okay, so that's all, guys. Now, beautiful, very important concept called indexing. So how am I doing time? Oh, good. I have some time to do. So indexing. What is indexing? When you talk about indexing, you are pointing out there. That is called indexing. That's why my finger is called index finger. I am indexing now you. So now when you have group of characters, that's what I told you. So when you have a group of characters, that's what we call string for that matter, or it could be any elements. So I should be index. I should be able to index. So I want R, I should be able to address that. A, I should be able to address that. So in Python, when you have a variable name called say ARYAN, and it is a variable and index starts from 0. In our normal human level, we call 1, 2, 3. In computer programming, you count from 0, 1, 2, 3. So you have Aryan 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is how counts it. Yeah, this is where you need to be careful. Human mistake, you count from 1, 2, 3, 4, and you end up error. Okay. So now, if I have this student name called ARYAN and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or I can do it -1, -2, 3. What am I doing here? So what I'm doing is I'm writing like ARYA and N, and I'm saying that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, before 2, 1, before 1, 0, before 0, -1, before -1, -2, before -2, -3, before -3, -4. Look at, so 0 and 5, okay, sorry, -5, 0 and 5, or 3 and 2, 3 and 2. It's a clock, it's a circle. That's it. So you remember this and everything will figure out. So 0 to keeps going on, or -1 to backwards. Okay, so suppose you want to address R. Okay, say student name, I want the second element or second index position. So student name, that is my variable name, and I use index brackets, that is square brackets, and then give 2, 0, 1, 2. Oh, you are referring to y. That's why it is printing y. If you want if you say minus 3, that means it is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Again, you are referring to y. So can anybody quickly answer? The smart pants in our class. I want. Okay. Oh, you have it. Okay. I want r. What should I say? R.
Minus 4 R1.
Yes, that's it. That's it. Okay. Minus 4 or 1, it depends that. So you take anything that is simple. This is the best I can explain. Okay. Then, okay, I will run it and show you R there, E there. Okay. Because student name earlier may be something, my name, STU name. I don't know what is STU name. I just printed and it did that. So let me print STU underscore name. Okay. Oh, it should do. Yeah, print. Okay, let me print it out. Oh, it got my name there. That's why it did not give y and all. It got my name and my name 0, 1, 2. This is it. Okay, good. Then, yeah, slicing. This is one of my favorite subject. Okay, because it's fun to teach. So, okay, you and I are sharing a cake. Okay, when you baked, I eat. So you got me a cake, and I say, okay, get me a slice. What you will do? Okay, get me a piece. What you will do? Okay, you want to give me a piece, so you slice. Is that enough? No, you need to slice twice. So slice 1, slice 2. Then this piece you can give me. That means to get a piece of cake, we slice twice. Remember this. Okay, now my class starts. So I say that I want to find out RYA, meaning I want these 3. Okay, these 3 characters I want. That means slice here, slice there. So the code is what you will say. Okay, sir, it will. Let's start with 1, because 1 I want 3, because 1, 2, 3. Is this correct? No. Okay, so what's happening is you started slicing here and you wanted this. If you slice here, what's happening? You are getting only A, R and Y. You should not slice there. You should slice here. So that means it is you slice at 4, not at 3. So the answer is that. You are getting it up to 4. That means you start at 1, consider anything, everything up to 4. That means R, Y, A. Does that make sense, guys? Okay. So minus 4 up to minus 1. Okay. Up to minus 1 means up to minus 1, whatever I got, I will consider that is RYA. Okay. So now I want YA. What should I do? Anybody other than that same tone? Anybody? Quick, guys. Unless you want to stay.
2 to 4.
2 to 4. 2 to 4.
Very good. Very good. Oh, wow. I'm a good trainer. Okay. 2 to 4. That's it. Because the slice needs 2 slices. So I will take that. First, I said Y and A, right? Okay. Y and A. And then first slice should be here. And second slice, then only I will get. So 2 to up to 4. Okay, guys. Very good, folks. You are great. Okay. Moving on. Now, yeah. 1 up to 3 RY. Good. My program works. Up to 4 RYA. Okay, what happened here? The second digit is missing. Oh, then I did not teach you 1 point. Did I? Okay. What it says is this is the starting and this is ending. You already figured out. Okay. If I tell you start walking from here up to here, then you will walk only those many. If I tell you start walking from here and I leave, what you will do? You'll keep on walking up to end of the world. So that's what it is doing. So it started at 2, but I did not specify the end point. So it's taking all those things, that in the string. So that is what we are doing over here. Okay, getting it, guys? It will start at 2, that is Y, and as I did not specify the end point, it is going there. Okay, here I'm not specifying the start point. So from 0. If I don't specify the start point, it will take from 0. That's it. Concatenation, adding 2 strings. That's it. You can add 2 strings just like that. That means you have first name in one string, second name or surname in the second string. You concatenate, that becomes a name. So this is what we are doing. See, 2 names. My name is formed here, but there should be a space in between. So you add one more concatenation and add space. That's it. Voila, I got a beautiful name there. Okay. Okay. Then built-in functions. Yeah, we have some functions called lower, upper, capitalize, count, because Python guys who have developed, they know that these kids keep on lowering the case, uppering the case, or capitalizing or counting, all those things. So they built already some available. So you need to apply them right on the variable whatever you want. See, I am applying. To apply what I'm doing, I'm considering the variable name dot, and then I'm giving the whatever I want to apply. So with that, what happening? This name, so-called ARYAN, everything became lower. This name, everything became upper. Okay, this is, I'm capitalizing the initial word, init cap. Okay, and here I'm counting how many S's are there in the entire name. Okay, so this end we can do so many things. Now we came to the beautiful thing called list. Oh, I got some time. Okay, where is my list here? So now when we talk about data types or data structures, we talk typically about list, tuple, dictionary, and sets. Okay, these are combination, group of elements, a sequence. You can keep different things. Okay, suppose you're running a school. You get a school student name and age, marks and math, social science, and all those things. So you got different subjects, and some are strings, some are variables, some are fee paid, which will be float. So you want to keep them all together. So this is called a sequence. So you can group of elements, you can do as list or tuple or dictionary, a set. You have those things. We'll talk about that. So ordered or unordered, mutable or immutable, iterable objects. So these are the important concepts you need to learn to master. Data structures or data types in things. So I will take one by one. What is ordered and unordered? So it brings all to the sequence. So I will straight away go ahead. So if your input is A, B, C, D, E, F, suppose you have this as input. So if I'm talking about ordered, the same sequence I will maintain. See, the same sequence what you gave me. This is called ordered. If you don't care how I take inside, so it is like another. So I'm a program, I'm unordered. Okay, so ordered is sequence is not altered, that is called ordered. If the sequence is altered, this is unordered. Clear? Very clear. Good. So always remember ordered, unordered. Oh, you are talking about whether the sequence is maintained or sequence is not maintained. Great. You got good students. So now we are talking about mutable, immutable. What is mutable? We use a lot of vocabulary. Mutable means it is whether you can change it or not. Whether you can change it or not, what we're talking about is elements or the sequence. Whether you can change it or not, that is mutable. Immutable, no, you can't change. So why you're forcing me not to change? Suppose student data, you want to change it, it's fine for you. But if I'm running a bank, can I change your money? No, you will say don't change. So as per the application, you can use immutable data structures, you can use mutable one. So list, tuple, all those things give you that flavor. Depending upon your requirement, you use them. But the basic thing is ordered, unordered, mutable, immutable, iterable or not. That's the thing. You're getting it right? So entire world of list, tuple or tuple, and you talk about set, dictionary, all those things run on these 3 characteristics. That's why I am clearing, because the free program. Okay, I talk about this for 1 month. Can you believe that? Or 15 days within our course. So I'm talking now in this 3 days. That's why I'm going faster. So this is what data type mutable, immutable. Some are mutable, strings, numbers, tuples are immutable, and mutable or list, set, dictionary. So it is whether you can change it, you can't change it. That's it. That's the world we are having. And iterable. What is iterate? Okay, iter means to go through each and every item. So you have a sequence over here. You should allow me to go one by one. Why? I want to take student name and send them invitations. I want to take their age and group their something. I want to take math marks and see who got top. So I have a requirement for each and every element of that sequence or a group. So when I should be able to go through, hop through all those elements. That is called iteration. Guys, got it? That's it. Okay. So we learned about what is mutable, immutable, what is ordered, unordered, iterable. So that's it. So when we talk about sequences, it's a group ordered set. Okay. Then we are talking about elements can be homogeneous or heterogeneous. Means it could be same type or different types. I don't care. And then strings, list, set, dictionary, or all the sequences we are going to talk about. Okay. Strings we talked about earlier, so I won't much time. So these all we talked about there. And full time, I love this. Okay, let me stop sharing. Okay, I'm ending the poll right there. Again, I got the con. Okay, so here we talked about lists. So suppose, see, I create a new list. No more simple name. There is a student name called Aryan, and then 18, age, 76 marks, maybe 18 again marks, and class 9. So this is what we got it. So we got the index, we got the reverse index or native indexing. Okay, this is a circle. You remember like that. It's done. So now I'm initializing. So if I'm initializing, I'm creating a list. I can do right there. Okay, it's executed. So no errors means good job. So if somebody is not crying, that means it's good. So then I can use another method. What is the another method? I already have a group of elements. Okay, a sequence, and that sequence I want to convert as a list. Okay, so if I want to convert a group of sequence into a list, I will use the list function and then I'll store it. So now I do that. Now I have two lists created. So one direct method and using the list method. Fine. So this thing I run it. Look at the giveaway for list is this. The giveaway for list is that. Okay, so I can use it. And before that, so list in Python. So as I'm talking about sequences, when we are talking, that list is very basic and very, very powerful and important. Primary method of collecting items. Yes, we know collection of items or values. This is very important. And underline this, different types. So no need for you to have all numbers or all floats or all strings. You can have different types. Individual properties, specific applications widely used in Python programming. Yes, that is what. Positive and native indexing, we already learned. Mutable. This is again one more thing. So remember that this characteristic is mutable. Okay, and here this is how you give away with that. Okay, and methods you can append, pop, copy, all those things you can use so many methods on that. Okay, returns a new list. Okay, whoever that is writing, Javed Ahmed, please. Okay, whoever is doing that, don't do please. Returns new list and when a method is applied. Okay, that is called indexing. So now I summarize this. So I want to remember, sir, list too many talk. No. Give me some few points because my memory is very small. So that's it. You're like me. Any data type, it will be ordered, mutable, iterable. You see this? This is the beauty thing I did earlier. I told you, I explained you what is ordered and unordered, what is mutable and immutable, what is iterable and not iterable. Okay, so other than that, allows duplicates, uses the square brackets. Those are the things we are talking about. Okay, so the game is right here, guys. Okay, folks, let's move on. Then we got set in Python. Where is tuple? Okay, tuple in Python. Again, don't want to go through all those things. I will teach here. Anything it is ordered. Okay, immutable. This is the catch. Immutable, whereas list is mutable. Excuse me. And then allows duplicates. Fine. Uses parentheses or round brackets. Okay. So we have methods and all to apply. Immutability is one. Suppose you are using for the bank. You don't want to change all the details immediately, right? Somebody changes the bank details, your money will become my money. So the bank, when you're having application, you may use more tuples than lists. Okay, you can play around. That is another part of the story, because again, it's an ocean to learn. Okay, but here I can say that you use this, it becomes tuple. you use that, it becomes a list. Again, all or any type of items. Okay, so immutability is one thing you should remember. Okay, folks, we move on. Then set. What is set? You remember when we used in the school level, we used to call something set. Okay, this is a one, and this is one, and this is a subset, and elements over here are intersection, both together are union. So we used to play set theory. In those times, we used to use these curly brackets. Okay, that is what comes here. So here, as a set, it is mutable. Okay, you can add them together as a union. That means the set increases, but as an element is immutable. Whatever belongs to here belongs to here, whatever belongs to here belongs here. So at the element level it is immutable, and at the set level it is mutable. Unordered, unindexed. Okay, iterable, fine, no duplicates. Oh, duplicates are not allowed here because that's the reason. And uses fancy. So if you remember your sets, whatever you learned in the school level, duplicates are not allowed. When you have here, suppose 1, 2, 2, no, they will say, why you need to repeat 2 times? So 1, 2, that's it. Okay, so that is no duplicates allowed. Remember that, and this will be done. So then we call about key value pair, unique in nature, similarities with set with few exceptions, unordered, at indexed, and all those things, blah blah, everything, whatever we think. Here, a new concept I should explain to you. What is that? When you are opening a dictionary, so-called nice book of dictionary, when you are opening, okay, I'm poor at thing. Okay? So what you will search for is a word and its meaning. A word and its meaning. So there is a key and a value. Okay, a key and a value. So that is what we are talking about, key value pair. This key, this word key, opens that value called meaning. So here, when we talk about Rakesh, the phone is iPhone, and the price, it you get a value. Key and value, key and value. So key and value you create by using a colon. That's it. Okay, so it is a string, you use quotes. If it is not a string, you use without quotes. That's it. Simple. This is all I can tell you as part of this course. Okay, any order type, unordered, mutable, changeable. Okay, unordered and indexed, and iterable, no duplicates, uses this. Okay, guys, now let's go. This is my gift to you. Okay, take it free. List, tuple, set, dictionary. What are they? Okay, I listed over here. Now we go. Okay, as part of today's session, I will show you only list, and the rest of the tuple, set, dictionary. Sorry. Okay, you need to practice on your own, because 3 days I can only do so much. So here even I will rush. So all these things I will create, how to do it and all. See, this is a mutable, so you can edit, add, remove items. If it is immutable, you can't do these things. That's a simple thing. So some methods apply on something, something don't apply. That is the logic. Okay, some you can do, some you can't do. That's what we are talking about, all these things here. So if I teach you one, you can apply the same logic on others. Okay, folks, let's go. And time to Jupiter. This is where I was supposed to switch. A bit was early. Okay, now I created the first version, I created, second version I created, and both I printed. So both methods are using, I can use list. And on the student list, I can create whatever it is there. That one, okay, list method I am using. Same thing. And print, okay. Here, for loop, I will teach you later, but iterable. You can go through each and every element. That's what my point of showing student list. When you're creating the student list, iterability. For, don't worry, I'll teach you well. Okay. Then here, I can go with each element. Student list 1, okay, I have here, student list, and I'm going for 3. Student list is, okay, oh, I did not run this. That's why, okay, now I run it. Student list changes. Okay, see, I did not run this earlier. So now if I run this, it changes. So what I'm talking is student list 3. That means 1, okay, 0, sorry, 1, 2, 3. That's it. I'm smart. I got it. And -2. Okay, -1. Let's see, -1. Okay, -2. that is 73. Okay, like that. Okay, I'm confused with this. Okay, so now I have here. Then can I edit it? But because I did not like the first one when I'm using this, second element I did not like. I want to change it to grade 9. The student is not in grade 10. Okay, do editing because it is mutable. Okay, can I append more? Yeah, you can append at the last. When you use the word append, it goes to the last. When you use insert, that means there is a rack of books I want to insert here. So I need to tell which location you want to insert. So I want to insert 56 at the 4th location, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's where it got inserted. Okay, so insert is specific location, append at the last. So this proves that it is mutable. You can play around. Can I delete it? Yes, you can delete it. You can delete saying the pop means the last one out, or you can say out 4th one. Okay, both things you can say. You can say without any index, it will take out the last one, or you give the index 4th position, it will pop. Let's see. Okay, so here, okay, I deleted. Okay, so I deleted student list. If I print student list, what will happen? Okay, oh, I already deleted it. So this is what you should not do. I deleted this total list. Okay, see here, total list I deleted. I deleted item number 5. Okay, or element number 5, or I deleted this total list. If I add here and try to print, okay, for you, print stu list and then execute there, name student list not defined because I deleted it. Okay, if I need to go again run the code, so create it. So don't do that. If you delete it, gone. Okay, hands off that. Indexing, we learned a lot. I won't sweat on this. And then editing, yeah, as I said, it is mutable. You can edit things. The original one is this, and then I want to edit it. So 4th element, I'm changing it to grade 10. So I do that, change it to 10. Adding, I can add one more by appending, we already talked about, and inserting, we already talked about. At particular location, we can talk, and deleting. So this is all we can do. That's what I'm going to repeat again. Okay. So once you delete completely student list, okay, and want to do some operation, it will say that no, you can't do. You already deleted it. So be careful when you're using something. Okay, delete this. So that's why we always restrict that. Don't use delete for that matter. Copying, it is same. Okay, I have this list over here. I want to create that into a new copy object. Okay, student list underscore copy. I do that, done. And then concatenate or join two lists. Yeah, I can do. As I said, list over list. There it goes. Okay, concatenation. Or I can even do what I'm doing, extending the list with another list. Yeah, I can do. I use extend. Okay, I'm extending this list with that list. There, I can do that. Okay, so concatenation or the ordering. Yeah, so if I want to sort out, okay, if I want to sort out, I want to sort these elements. I don't like this jumble thing, so I can just do that, and it becomes a sorting. Okay, okay. Or sometimes I want to reverse these items. Suppose I have some items reversed. Okay, right there, I will remove it. Okay, I will reverse it. So 64 comes first, 99 comes there, 13 comes there. So I can sort, I can reverse it. So 13 reversing. So that's it. Tuple, sorry guys. 15 minutes I crossed. Thanks for your patience. Tuple, mostly same. I just will show you indexing, slicing, deleting for that matter. Let's do what it is. Creating, printing, adding items, and then dictionary. Everything you can do the same thing. Some are applicable, some are not applicable, because I told you 3 conditions: ordered, unordered, immutable, mutable, iterable things. You can add, you can't add, you can change the element level, you can't change at the set level. All those things is there. So those are the properties. It's a big course. Okay, so I will stop here and I'll stop there. Okay, any questions from? Oh yeah, do I have poll? Madhvi, do I have a poll? One more?
No, sir.
Only 3. Okay, only 3. Thanks, guys. Okay, one quick. I love to, as a memorable thing. I know if you are decent, you could, whoever can show your cameras, please show. I'll take a picture just for my sake. Okay, whoever can open if you're decent, and I don't know where you are. Okay, just okay, thanks, Mohammed. Okay, thanks, guys. Yeah, just for my sake of one shot. Okay, good. So we started with 44 and only we lost 7. Not a bad thing. Okay. Okay. So now we will give you some assignments and all. So these assignments, you please complete it. And okay, can you stay a bit while? My guess maybe they will take picture. Okay. So we will give you assignment. That's where you do it. Even if you fail, better fail and come back, and we will give you all those things. And other than that, if you have any specific queries, I know you guys are staying. I took 15 minutes more. 90 minutes into 3 is a tough task. It's a challenge for me, but I'm enjoying this challenge. Okay, Satya, could you share the Jupyter lecture day 1 files? Oh, I already answered it, so I won't. Oh, now you asked. Okay, could we know? No, Muhammad, it's for me to see how I did. Okay, but I'll try to share for fun. Maybe in the last day, I'll show how we are doing it. Okay, Manoj Kumar also thanks for thanks Manoj, great words. Could you share the result in the poll? So it's too fast. Yeah, Shivam. Even if I'm so fast, I 15 minutes. I took more time. Okay, Sai Krishna Aprak. Appreciate your efforts. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Sai Krishna. Thanks for the kind words. Okay, this is me giving to you guys. So, okay, can I leave, sir? Nirvali, free to leave, but do complete one by one all the steps, boss, so that you will not miss. I will hate to talk to myself. Okay, I want more people to learn from me. So, complete all the steps. Assignments up to you. Even if you don't submit, we won't catch you. But do submit. That's where you will learn something. Okay, it's a free program, but we are very serious. Okay. So one question from my side. Yes, Raki, you can share your direct question, or you can in the group you can keep it, or you can talk right now. That's it, Satya. Okay. The example of okay, Mohammed Iqbal, I will take that as a question. Somebody okay, one of my colleague will take that as a question, and I will read that. Okay, you got. Okay, I'll show you one of my things. See, we have this portal. We are SedLearn. You can check us over there. If you log in, you will. This is already you logged in. Okay, go here. Okay, you will find the courses and what all courses we offer. And here, go to the coda. The coda is beautiful thing. What we did. We are IT company, right? We boast ourselves. So we already did our thing. So you come here, practice whatever. Okay, you practice right there, and you run it. It runs there. And you want more code? Don't go anywhere and search for it. Don't waste your time, guys. Okay, come here, take my code. Okay, just download. It will come here. Tuple, look at my tuple codes. Okay, all those things you can code. You can. Okay, so as I said, we are SedLearn, and this is our content, and we do all the courses and all. I'm repeating myself. At the dashboard, you are already registered, so you have your dashboard. Upcoming events. Your events I don't not register because I'm the trainer, right? So you will find the upcoming events. These are the courses we give, and then schedule. Yeah, I have it. That's a Python. It started already, and then we have, you go here, right here, and you can code. Okay, this is free. We give free. Knowledge is free, but training, my efforts are chargeable. Okay, there it runs there. Or you want more code, take it from here. That's what I was showing earlier. Okay, you take the code and bring it here and run it. Okay, so Mohammed, whatever you asked, you can try over here. Okay, and all those things, not only tuple, we have other things also, and even data science, and we built data science modules over here. Okay, you explore those things. I will be happy. And as I said, give back. Your give back is like us on social media links, and my marketing guys will be happy. Okay, guys, thanks for your time. And another day, that is tomorrow, we'll catch up. I will stop sharing and I will leave you there.